What is the message? Who is this message to? What is the importance of the timing being chosen by UP Congress chief? We tried to find out those answers from Ajay Rai, but he has doubled down on his statement. Listen in to his justification.
इस देश के अंदर जो आज आतंकवादी गतिविधियां लगातार बढ़ी हैं, आतंकवाद से पूरा देश परेशान है। हमारे बच्चे इस देश के, हमारे नौजवान साथी वो शहीद हुए पहलगाम हमले में। तो आप बड़ी बड़ी बात करने वाली सरकार जो आज कहती है कि हम सब मिट्टी में मिला देंगे सब कुछ इन लोगों को, आतंकवादियों को, आज आप राफेल ले आए, नींबू मिर्च बांधकर खड़ी किए हुए हैं। आपको याद होगा, मैंने नहीं बांधा है, वो बांधा है, इस केंद्र की सरकार ने बांधा है। रक्षा मंत्री ने नींबू मिर्च बांधकर खड़ा किया हुआ है। ये किस जो लाए हैं उसका उपयोग कब होगा? कब आतंकवादियों का सफाया होगा?
The BJP has now slammed the Congress leader, saying that the Congress party only knows how to demoralize the forces.
कांग्रेस पार्टी के नेताओं का सिर्फ एक ही काम है, हमारे फोर्सेस को डिमोरलाइज करना। कांग्रेस पार्टी के राहुल गांधी के करीबी यूपी के प्रेसिडेंट अजय राय अब एक टॉय प्लेन को रफाल से कंपेयर कर रहे हैं, हमारे फोर्सेस को मॉक कर रहे हैं। एक के बाद एक हर कांग्रेस नेता हमारी फोर्सेस को अपमानित कर रहा है, डिमोरलाइज कर रहा है या पाकिस्तान को कवर फायर दे रहा है। इसीलिए आज स्पष्ट हो चुका है कि इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस एक पाकिस्तानी कांग्रेस हो चुकी है जो आसिफ मुनीर का एजेंडा चला रही है और आसिफ मुनीर का स्पोक्स पर्सन बन चुकी है।
Mohit Bhatt now joins us for more on this. Mohit, this just can't be coincidental, right after the CWC meeting where on paper at least the Congress party resolved that they are going to stand with India. They called for unity. They said it is time to teach Pak a lesson. Then Channi questioned and asked for proof of Pulwama, post-Pulwama strikes, and now Ajay Rai comes out with a toy Rafale.
Well, Priya, now there could be another point that Ajay Rai could come out and say that he was talking about that what exactly has been done in retaliation to what the Pakistani-backed terrorists have done in Jammu and Kashmir, where they have killed our innocent civilians, and perhaps he could say that he was questioning that. But the way he has come in that particular video, carrying a toy plane on which Rafale was written, and there were lemon hanging out of it, and now he comes out and he basically says that all these lemon chilies were being put on Rafale when it came, and they're still standing in the hangar, and it was being done by Defense Minister. So clearly we see that how exactly this clearly, I mean, the BJP says it clearly demeans the morale of our forces, but yes, you're mocking your own forces. Rafale is one of the best fighter jets in the world. India have acquired them. Pakistan knows that India has the might of Rafale, and perhaps that is why the Pakistan is also scared in direct fight with India. That is why this kind of proxy terrorism is being spread in India by Pakistan. But when you have your own leaders coming out making fun of one of your best fighter jet, this is something which is very shocking. He could have come out and said that the government should take action. Why government is not taking action? You have all the might, you have the forces, you have all the weapons. But then when you come up with a video, you show in a toy plane written as Rafale, and on that you put some chilies and lemons, and then trying to mock the faith, trying to mock the valor of armed forces. This is something which is very shocking. So clearly we see that how exactly this particular incident has irked the BJP. BJP clearly says that the Congress party is doing what the Pakistan wants. And remember, Priya, whatever is being said by the Congress party mocking the government or mocking the armed forces is being used by Pakistan to have a propaganda. And this video could also be used by Pakistan, showing their propaganda. They look at the Congress party. What exactly are they doing? They're mocking of their own forces. They're mocking Rafale. But this is something at this particular time, every single person in the country needs to come together, needs to come with our forces, needs to stand behind our forces, because Prime Minister Narendra Modi, when he held meeting with Defense Minister and the Chief of Armed Forces, he clearly stated that you have the free hand, political will is with you, and you choose the timing, you choose the date, because we do not
one
want
understands if the opposition, being the opposition, is asking for for accountability and is also seeking perhaps the timing of activity. But is this the best possible way of doing so? Let me ask our guest here. Joining us now is Wing Commander Praful Bakshi on the broadcast. Sir, what do you make of this statement, both verbal as well as in terms of carrying a toy model of Rafale with Nimbu Mirchi and the commentary that has come from Ajay Rai?
Most hilarious. I can't understand. It means that the level of knowledge is so little about this gentleman. I don't know, you're calling a political leader. Which leader is he? I don't know. He must be a politician.
Sir, he is the UP Congress chief.
So that's all right. He's not any my leader or anybody. He's a Congress chief. He's a politician, and he's doing his job. He's an opposition, so he's paid for that. But whatever it is, I will tell you, he must understand all the countries when they launch their weapons to the puja, including France. In fact, all the French aircraft and their bombs are named after, mythological weapon systems. Durandal, Exocet, all of these. So he must understand, making a mocking of our armed forces will not carry him anywhere. Every armed forces, before they go into war, carry puja of their ast. And worshipping of arms is a Hindu religious tradition. We all worship our arms. So what he is trying to do is he's mocking at his own ancestors and own people. So we don't have to worry about that. But what I'd like to tell you, that is about Indian government, that how long they can tolerate anybody doing that. But he is mocking us in the eyes of our enemy. I wonder what is the relationship with enemy these people have. That has to be found out. Yeah, because when he's trying to mock your own people in the eyes of enemy, it means that then who needs enemies? So that is what I personally feel.
But sir, when he was asked about this, that, what he is saying or doing almost amounts to demoralizing and undermining Indian forces, he said, all I'm doing is asking the government, when is it going to act? So do you actually think that this behavior could be in any way a justification for the opposition losing its patience, just asking for the government to act quicker than they are going to act?
No, the question is, if he calls himself leader, then he must understand that a place of attack, choosing timing, type of weapon system, etc., depends upon the commanders now. It's the commanders who will decide then when to attack. No, but the Prime Minister has given all the instruction and they will find the right opportune moment. Thank God he was not there. The opposition did not mock Indira Gandhi when she did not attack in March and if she waited till September, October. It means the whole India should have mocked her with Nimbus and Mirchis. So I don't understand what is this man trying to say. So we don't have to get worried about it. Our preparations are absolutely perfect. And worshipping a weapon system before launch, every regiment you will see, the priest will come and everybody will pray. They have their own methods. Sikhs, Gurkhas, Rajputs, all will do that. So I personally don't know which method. If he has to ask, Prime Minister, ask straight away. Write a letter. Where is the harm in writing? But this is no way at all. Probably he has been asked to do it by somebody, so he doesn't understand.
Right. So actually stay on with me, because to answer your questions, we now have Mr. Udit Raj from the Congress party. Sir, I'm not too sure how much of Wing Commander Bakshi's questions, how many of them could you hear? But is gimmickry the way to question the government and seek accountability?
See what happened, second working committee meeting of the Congress reiterated the position very clearly that Congress party and of course India Alliance are silently with the government of India to take appropriate measure against Pakistan. And of course, now people are getting restless whether the government is going to take action or not. And still we say that take action against Pakistan, that's all.
Sir, but is this the best way of doing it? And when you are saying that you are with the government, you have resolved that you are with the government, then you should trust the government that they are doing what it takes. You know, in fact, right now, look at the images that are running on our screens. We have the Rafales, the Jaguars, the Sukhois doing their flights on Ganga Expressway. We have the Prime Minister who, right after meeting a naval chief, today met the air chief. Isn't that what the government is supposed to do? Plan deliberately and diligently how is it going to act? Instead of a significant leader of opposition like Mr. Ajay Rai, he's the head of your party unit in Uttar Pradesh. He's not like a fringe leader of your party, resorting to gimmickry like that.
Are you journalist or are you broker? If you are
Sir, with all due respect, sir, I am just describing the visuals that are playing out on the screens as facts.
Would you ask the same question from BJP at the time of 26/11? Srimati Irani threatened to send the Bengals to Manmohan Sarkar. You have guts to ask.
Sir, I do not have to prove what I can or cannot do, but can you please answer? As a responsible opposition party, as the biggest party of the INDIA bloc, after having resolved that you are going to stand with the government, is what Mr. Ajay Rai doing today justifiable? Do you think it is a responsible thing to do?
You are broker, you are not a journalist.
Mr. Raj, there is no point in me asking questions and you answering with personal insults, but let's hope we can get a clarification from somebody else in the Congress party, because it is not Priya Behel, an anchor from Times Now, who had issued a statement saying that all Congress leaders, even their social media handle, should behave responsibly. It wasn't Priya Behel from Times Now who put out a post which showed Prime Minister's imagery in an extremely objectionable way, but it is not for Times Now to raise objections. Here is what the BJP is saying to what Ajay Rai has done today.
सेना का अपमान, सेना के शौर्य का अपमान, पाकिस्तान को बोलो भाईजान, यही कांग्रेस पार्टी की बन चुकी है पहचान। कांग्रेस और पाकिस्तान बोले एक ही जुबान। कभी सेना के मनोबल को तोड़ने के लिए चरणजीत चन्नी बोलते सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक का प्रूफ कहीं दिखा ही नहीं, कुछ हुआ ही नहीं। कभी बालाकोट में क्या हुआ प्रियंक खड़गे पूछते हैं। अब सेना शक्ति की एक प्रकार से मजाक और मखौल उड़ाने का काम अजय राय जी कर रहे हैं। बोल रहे नींबू मिर्च बांधा हुआ है। 26/11 के बाद मनमोहन सिंह जी की सरकार ने कहा नींबू मिर्च बांधा था। फली मेजर जी ने, एयरफोर्स चीफ ने बोला था टेररिस्ट कैंप पे अटैक करो, तो किया नहीं था। ये वही पार्टी है जिसने मोस्ट फेवर्ड नेशन का स्टेटस पाकिस्तान को दे रखा था।
Now Rafale looks like toys to them, with chili and lemons hanging. अरे अजय राय, आप सुधरेंगे नहीं। राहुल गांधी को इसी रफेल पे कोर्ट से फटकार लगी थी। कभी गायब दिखाते हो, कभी रफेल दिखाते हो, मतलब भारतीय सेना का मनोबल तोड़ने की कसम खाई हुई है। पाकिस्तानियों को बढ़ाना है। बेशरम कांग्रेसी, एक पैसे की शर्म नहीं है। पाकिस्तान से ज्यादा रफेल के इस्तेमाल से यही कपकपा रहे हैं। शर्म आती नहीं है? डोंट यू फील ashamed that you call yourself an Indian? You're not worth it.